Hello, welcome to my channel. Now we see the reproductive system, which are very useful for the semester exam in diploma and degree B pharmacy or diploma student. Now let's start the reproductive system. Reproduction is a process by which a living organism produce an individual of the same kind. मतलब जैसे कि हम लोग के पेरेंट्स कैसे हम लोग के पेरेंट्स से हम लोग आए तो उसका वही है. And or second definition is a reproduction is a biological process by which a new individual organism or offspring are produced from their parents. Now, female reproductive system function. Let's see the function. Formulation of the ovi, secretion of the hormone, reception of the sperm, provide suitable environment for the fertilization and fetal development. And parturition parturition and lactation. Now, reproductive system are divided into three types. First is external organ vulva. Second is the internal organ. Third is external genitalia. रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह पार्ट आहे ते तीन पार्ट मध्ये डिवाइड आहे. एक्सटर्नल ऑर्गन मध्ये, सेकंड इज इंटरनल ऑर्गन मध्ये आणि थर्ड इज एक्सटर्नल जेनिटल मध्ये. And this consists labia minora, labia majora, clitoris, vaginal orifice, and vestibular, and hymen and vestibular gland. Now you can read the what is labia minora. They are the two large folds forming the boundaries of the vulva. They are the composed of the skin, fibrous tissue, fat, sebaceous, and sweat gland. Labia minora. These are the two folds of skin between the labia majora consist of sebaceous and sweat gland. The cleft between the minora is vestibules. The vagina, urethra, vestibular gland open into vestibules. These glands secrete mucus and keep vulva moist. Clitoris. It consists of a sensory nerve ending and erectile tissue. Second is internal genitalia. This internal organ lie in the pelvic cavity and consist of the vagina, uterus, and two uterine tube and two ovaries. Now uterus. It is a hollow muscle pear-shaped organ lie between bladder and rectum. The rectum has a fundus body and cervix. Now you can read further information. Structure of the uterus also written in there, and function of the uterus. You can take a screenshot for preparation, and this is useful for your semester exam for diploma and B pharmacy student. Look at the picture. There is a crescent follicle and ovaries parts of the different like oocyte, primary follicles, secondary follicle, primordial follicle, corpus luteum, developing corpus luteum, ovulation, eggs. The formation of the gamete in the ovary system termed as a oogenesis. In contrast to spermatogenesis, which begin in male at a puberty, oogenesis begin in the female before they are born. During earlier fetal development, primordial germ cells migrate from yolk sac to the ovaries. There, the germ cell differentiate into oogonia. Oogonia are the diploid stem cells that divide mitotically to produce millions of the germ cells. Most of these degenerated. Some develop into primary oocyte that enter into the process of meiosis and during fetal development, but not complete until puberty. During this time, each primary oocyte is surrounded by the single layer of follicle cells. The entire structure is called as primordial follicle. At birth, 20 lakh primary oocytes remain in the each ovary. Of these, 14,000 are present at a puberty, and around 400 will mature and ovulate during reproductive lifetime. Puberty is defined as the age at which the internal reproductive organ reach maturity. It marks the beginning of the childbearing age. Puberty in female is occur in 10 to 14 years. Following changes are occur, you can read. Now, female reproductive cycles. During the reproductive year, there are cyclic change take place in ovary and uterus. The ovarian cycle and uterine cycle means menstruation. The ovarian cycle is a series of events in the ovaries occur during and after the maturation of the oocyte. Example: follicular phase and ovulation and luteal stage. Menstruation cycle: a series of change in the endometrium of the uterus to prepare it for supporting of the fertilized ovum. Example: menstruation, proliferative and secretory phase. And menstrual cycle. This is the series of events occur regularly in the female every 26 to 13 days throughout the childbearing age. The cycle consists of menstrual phase is for the 4 day and proliferative phase for 10 day and secretory phase for 14. Now you can read this: menstruation phase, proliferative and secretory phase. This is the cycle of the menstrual day of the menstrual cycle. Now I will read the menopause. It occurs at the age of the 45 and 55 year, make the end of the childbearing age. Menopause means when the period or menstrual cycle is stopped at the age of 45 and 55. At that time, following changes are occur: flushing, sweating, palpitation, shrinkage of the breast. Second is axillary and pubic hair become sparse. And third is atrophy of the sex organ, mood change, irritability, thinning of the skin, osteoporosis, increase in blood cholesterol level. Now, role of the estrogen in the body. It promotes and the development and maintenance of the female reproductive system. मतलब ये प्रमोट करते हैं फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम को डेवलप होने के लिए. तो सेकेंडरी सेक्सुअल कैरेक्टर एंड द ब्रेस्ट. Secondary sexual character including distribution of the adipose tissue in the breast, abdominal, monos pubic, monos pubics and hips. Voice pitch, a broad pelvis and pattern of the hair growth on the head and body. It increases the protein anabolism, including building of the strong bone. It lowers the blood cholesterol level. Moderate level, it inhibits both the release of the GnRH by the hypothalamus and secretion of the LH and FSH by the anterior pituitary. Now you can read the role of the progesterone in the body. Now let's start the male reproductive system. Read the topic. I will read the function of the male reproductive system. Production of the sperm, termination of the sperm to the female, puberty in male, it occur at the age of 10 to 14. LH stimulate testes to produce testosterone. It stimulate the development of the body. There are the changes occur at the age of 10 to 14. First, growth of the muscle and bone and increase it in height and weight. Enlargement of the larynx, and dipping of the oil. Growth of the hair on the face, chest, axilla, abdomen, and puberty. Thickening of the skin. Production of the sperm, enlargement of the reproductive organism. Now, read the spermatogenesis. You can read the parturition, pregnancy, spermatogenesis.